people in fear and terror, put out of their homes as that man has been. There were anonymous calls for protests yesterday in outrage at the knife attack. But when that is done, especially anonymously, there's a great risk that things will get out of hand. And some people followed up those protests with carrying out acts of violence. And it showed a level of planning, which was depressing. And it was targeted, at the homes, properties and businesses of foreign nationals living in parts of Belfast. So I say that is totally unacceptable. Of course, there are issues around crime and about immigration policy, but the response to crime is not to create more crime and more victims. I hope people will reflect this morning on the damage that they have done within their own community. Within my area of North Belfast this morning, I was out viewing one street where 6 homes were attacked, another street where 3 homes were attacked, and cars burned out in those streets. It is just depressing, and it does not help address the issue. Yes, there are issues that we need to be dealing with, but this cannot be the response. I appeal for calm, for this madness to end.
Comment for us, if you will, on the police response and what you'd like to see in the days ahead, today, this morning, to try and aid delivering that calm.
Yeah, well, I and other elected representatives are meeting with the North Belfast area commander of the PSNI this morning. We will be getting an update from him. That was originally focused on the knife attack which occurred on Monday night, and now it will also be taking in this night of widespread violence. So obviously the police need to keep their presence up on the ground, and we need community and elected representatives to be clear in the message that violence is wrong. This is not a solution. This is only making things worse. And we have many foreign nationals living and working in Northern Ireland making an important contribution. And it's clear that this violence was quite indiscriminate, and reports of people just saying foreigners out. I mean, that is just disgraceful. That is shameful behaviour. Many of those people are working in our health service, in our businesses, in a wide range of institutions. And we just need calm and people to reflect on the damage that they're doing to the fabric of society. We need to have community cohesion and not. There are extreme elements. There's no question about it. There are extreme elements who are trying to whip up tensions and want to exploit incidents such as occurred on Monday night. And the majority of people who would be against what has occurred need to be wise to that, not to get sucked into their agenda. They want to spread violence. They want to see it in other parts of the United Kingdom. People need to look at these scenes this morning, look at the destruction in these streets. And this destruction has ended up indiscriminate, affecting families from all different backgrounds. Would you want that in your own street? Would you want that in your own area? Sometimes people will travel to another area to behave badly, but would you want that for your area, for your family, for your neighbours? So people need to be wise to the negative agenda that some people are pushing, that want to see breakdown in community cohesion, want to see violence on our streets. That is no solution. That is only part of the problem. So I appeal for calm and for wiser heads.
Can I ask you about the wider debate on immigration that this has sparked? Emma Little-Pengelly, Deputy First Minister, said that we've been aware for some considerable time there are people travelling from the Republic to Northern Ireland to claim asylum. We do not know their background. We do not know the routes that they come through. We don't know if they have convictions. Is this a concern?
Well, immigration is a concern throughout the United Kingdom and Ireland and indeed across Europe. So it is a live issue, and nobody should duck that issue or say that people who raise concerns shouldn't be raising concerns. I mean, it is a live issue, and if there's not a public debate, then people feel their concerns are being suppressed. So we will always listen to concerns about this. And there is particular concern. What happened in North Belfast, who was this man who was an asylum seeker, who carried out a violent attack. I mean, that plays into the worst fears of what people have of undocumented males coming into the city, bypassing all the normal strict rules about immigration, where people just claim asylum and are given leave to remain, and very little information known about them. It has since emerged this man, who is originally from Sudan, had taken a flight from Paris to Dublin in the Republic of Ireland, then got a bus up to Belfast in 2023 and claimed asylum there. So he had travelled through several safe countries until he claimed asylum in Belfast. So there are concerns about the open border that we have on the island of Ireland between the EU and the UK, and the lack of checks, but also the lack of information about people. So there are serious questions for statutory agencies about what monitoring is taking place, what information is known. And now that this man has committed such a serious crime, on conviction, there must be no place for him.
Just to come in very quickly, because there's obviously an active court case that is a suspect at this stage, so there's been no conviction, just to make that very clear.
Yes, well, I think for those who've seen the footage, it's quite clear what occurred. But
we do need to be very careful to not jeopardise.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Well, let's say then, if he is convicted, then people in his circumstances who come to the UK claiming they're a victim, that they are under threat, and then if he is proven guilty to have carried out this heinous crime, then he should be deported from the UK. And people want to see it, and there needs to be greater urgency with this. So there are issues around immigration policy that need constant attention, and people understandably have concerns. But the response cannot be to have violence on our street and the creation of more victims.
Brian Kingston, thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it.